6 years? Time sure flies.
Hello everyone, welcome back. Dave 2 of streaming. Let me leave this on screen here while I tweet out and everything.
Fenmont awaits.
When man and spirit coexist, dreams and wishes are fulfilled. Such is the life of all who live in Riza and Maxia, where hope springs eternal. The spirits have the power to bring man's wishes to fruition. And in turn, those wishes preserve and protect the spirit's livelihood. Therefore, it could be said that Maxwell, the Lord of the Spirits, is in fact the guardian of all things. In this world, no known evil exists that could threaten this harmonious cycle. But if one did, perhaps it might lurk in the hearts of men.
Here we go. Okay.
So sorry.
Alright, so let's get into it, everyone. We have
Sorry.
Tales of Xillia on PS3 and on PC version is what we'll be seeing for the remaster. Let me rewind it here back to this pre-rendered video. I was going to talk this up because there was one of the strong suits of the PS3 was its pre-rendered video capabilities. But it's also still 720p res. I do think it looks cleaner. And there's like multiple variables going on here because it's not just that it like is actually looks really damn good in the remaster. But you're gonna immediately notice the colors and how the original looks washed out. I was panicking for the last half hour that everything I recorded for the PS3 version was wrong. No, as far as I can tell, the PS3 version just looks like that. That's not like an HDMI color thing. The PS3 version of the game is just sort of washed out. It doesn't get as bright. I thought I did think it was weird because it didn't look that noticeable on my TV. I think my TV was adjusting it.
The spirits are dying.
But no, I looked up the announcement trailers for the game from 12 years ago. Looks exactly the same. It looks washed out. So that makes a big impression to start with, is that the whole game is immediately going to be more colorful.
The power of Spyrix is behind this. We should investigate.
So I got to give points there because it doesn't.
So how
I
long
mean,
has
the
it
fact
been?
that it affects
6 years?
the clarity of the
Time
subtitles,
sure flies.
it's overall the colors are immediately doing it favors.
Come. Fenmont awaits.
I guess it really doesn't stick out until you put them side by side, because yeah, the PS3 version looked completely fine on my TV. And yeah, I spent the last half hour checking my recording equipment and looking it over and looking at Bandai Namco and trailers on the PlayStation YouTube, and they look washed out. I saw some comparison clips on Twitter. That's just how the original looked. I'm almost frustrated because that just makes it a little bit harder to directly compare.
Those wishes preserve and protect the spirit's livelihood. Therefore, it could be said that Maxwell,
That just makes it a little harder to directly compare, but at the same time, you know, we were talking yesterday with Dragon Quest how much, like, there was way too much that was, like, changed for me to really compare. This is sort of the opposite, where the only other version is the PS3 version. It was never released anywhere else. This was a PS3 exclusive until now.
Hey, oh, so sorry.
Man.
Hey, sorry.
Yeah, I guess like if you're not comparing them, the left you could still get away with how it looks on the left. It's just that on the right, that looks like how it was supposed to look the whole time anyway. And this is where it was like, well, come on now, like something has to be wrong, right? Like, no, that's just how it is.
Okay, let's go.
Before I get too much into remaster things, I've noticed day one, right? The only other real noteworthy thing about the game is, let me pull it up from the cutting room floor here, about Tales of Xillia. The original localization censored a scene. Let's see, in the Japanese version. Oh, it sounds like it's spoilers, but essentially there was a middle finger in a cutscene, and that middle finger was just replaced with pointing.
Shoot, you're right. Thanks again.
But yeah, so like that's
I'm gonna be late.
It almost like it really kind of sticks out because that's literally like the only thing that's like been noted about it. I would have to look deeper into any other differences, but otherwise that's like localization-wise the only real regional difference. But I mean, it is like up to the point of PS3 exclusive games, so it also kind of makes sense. For the remaster itself, it has that thing with like, I think it was like in Tales of Graces, where there was a cosmetic accessory that was like a mustache and pipe, and they took the pipe out, which is just a thing Japan's been doing. Yeah, so that's in both versions. How did it catch? I wasn't paying enough attention. Also, so you'll notice it's like fucked up the frame buffer, and it's like squished the game in the remaster footage. That's because I'm on an ultra-wide monitor. If you play the game with an ultra-wide monitor, frame buffer effects, which is where it has to essentially pause the background, pause the image of the game and make it the background of a menu. It accounts for the ultra-wide, or rather it doesn't account for the ultra-wide. So it is squishing the game in every time I pause. You can also see it says now loading there in the bottom right, or it says now saving, but it was cut off because that part of the UI was in the ultra-wide space. The game does not properly support ultra-wide. Not only does it not properly support ultra-wide, but it's got that problem. Yeah, original game 720p 30. In the field. In battle, it's 60 FPS, and in the menus, I think it was also 60. Actually, the menus originally might have been 30. I'd have to pay more attention. Those don't look 60. Remaster's fully 60. Remaster goes up to 120. I showed all the settings earlier. I'm moving faster in my footage than I thought I was here. Let me see here. Let me just time these both up here. So one of the things I wanted to first look at were those reflections in the water. Those are, you'll see it's really cool how they do, how it looks on PS3. Like this is a really pretty looking location. I'll rewind this here after I show the water off, because I also want to look at the water closely myself. And this is just one of the things I was thinking about, was how the water was gonna look. Alright, Austin, don't be interested in the water. See how I feel. So, yeah, the water has full reflections. That's not screen space reflections. That's full on, it's reflecting everything. If there are characters, you'll see the characters in the water. And that's retained in the remaster. I'm gonna pull this up here from a modder that's already been looking at Tales of Xillia here. I want to go by their words. This is Crossy C98 on Twitter. This is where the information. Sorry, wrong person. That was the Dragon Quest info.
Professor House, are you
Well, look who decided to show up.
Oh man, where is it?
Yeah.
I want to. Let me quote
Worry
exactly
not,
what they
lad.
had said here.
Now, keep this between us.
Also, since
But
we're back
I've
at the
been
reflections,
asked
let
to
me
help
move
down at
this.
the lab. Top secret research, they say.
Here, let me time this up
request?
here. You can see that while I scavenge for what I was reading.
Professor House.
Yeah, Crossy was posting very good info about Dragon
Look who
Quest.
decided to show up.
I referenced some of it
yeah.
yesterday.
Sorry I'm late.
Worry not, lad. Now, keep this between us. But I've been asked to help down at the lab. Top secret research, they say.
A request right from Orda Palace? Wow.
I need you to keep an eye on things until I get back. You can handle it, lad. Only patients with appointments will be coming in today.
What?
Here it is. Symphonia Lauren's been posting some modding stuff regarding Xillia.
Oh,
It
right.
seems that
I need you to sign my
this
class
remake
credit
for
form.
Xillia is a complete Unity remake.
Your graduation
Everything is
thesis
full
coming along,
Unity
I presume?
assets, and the
More or
code is
less.
rewritten in
I
C.
should have the first draft ready by Ignis.
This is different from any of the past ones or most games. Most times when you see a game ported and it uses Unity, it's using it as a translation layer. This is just a full-on Unity conversion. Full-on,
Thank you, Professor.
which is good news. That is not an easy feat, because the easier way to do it is the translation layer.
So much for an easy
This
day.
has immediately made modding very easy too, which is why they're ecstatic about it. And I would have to imagine that maybe why they only did Xillia 1 and not bundled them together is because of this interesting approach to just fully convert into Unity. I can only imagine the necessity for that came because the original game is like a full PS3 game that takes advantage of the PS3 hardware. That's all I could make an educated guess as to why they did that. Or why it would be necessitated over translation layer. It's crazy.
I can't
But
believe I messed up my spirit
that was a big deal with everyone was how this is only Xillia 1, it's not the second game with it.
Okay,
And we do
good to
already
go.
know that the second Xillia game is coming in a remaster form too. So if people hold off until then,
funny, though.
yeah, you might be
There's been
fine.
a real epidemic of channeling failures today.
Bandai Namco
Any idea
games
what
do
went
go
wrong
on
this
sale,
trilogy?
so
Your brain's mana lobe looks tip top.
for now it's interesting to still see it.
I mean, I was able to draw out mana like usual, but then it was like the spirits ran off or something.
Like they were gone. Huh?
So that's
Anyway, thanks.
really
Doc.
interesting and a
Guess I can
promising
get back to
sign.
work. It's my wife's birthday too. Now I don't have to worry
Though
about
I still
letting
had
her-
hangups. One thing I had noticed was I saw it earlier. Maybe I'll rewind a bit here because it would be easier to see back a little bit here. Back when you first get control and you're out in the hallway. Here, I'll rewind to where it shows the controls. The camera is a lot further out. I noticed immediately. And yeah, also the camera doesn't rotate as fast and it kind of lags behind you in the remaster. And in the original, it really doesn't lag behind like that. Now you can control the camera distance and you can control the camera speed. So those are two things I noticed, but they're not deal breakers because there's settings to sort of adjust them anyway. It's just, yeah, the camera swings more than it used to as well. So it's interesting that camera controls are essentially reworked like that. Oh yeah, that's pretty closely locked on PS3. But it really like swings in the remaster. Hello Nathan, welcome. There's also the ultra-wide thing. I'm used to that. If anyone has an ultra-wide monitor, you're used to seeing things like frame buffer effects broken. The unfortunate thing is that those usually never get fixed, and you're gonna see it every time you pause the game, which is kind of, you know, that kind of sucks. Hopefully there's no more important UI elements that also get shifted off screen. I also started the game with,
Tardiness won't get me
SMAA anti-aliasing, and I change it like right after this point. What is it? There's I changed it to FXAA and it looks better. No, you're right that there's no true white on the left. I mess with the color spaces, the HDMI color range, and as far as I can tell, that is actually how it's supposed to look, and it truly sticks out when you compare it. I was fiddling with a half hour before the stream to double check that because it was really bothering me that it's washed out like that. I looked at my equipment, it's all how it is supposed to be set up. I looked at trailers of the original game from 12 years ago. The trailers from the 12 years ago are also like that. And it really sticks out. Like, it is frustrating because that it doesn't look intentional, but that's how our trailers with here, look at it again here. Because you can definitely see it on like the lab coat and the lights there. No, yeah, because it looks like an HDMI thing because it also affects the subtitles.
Professor House, are you leaving?
It affects the subtitles and it affects the pre-rendered stuff.
Yeah.
But no, that's just how it is.
Worry not, lad. Now, keep this between us.
I mean, you can also, there are instances where you can tell lighting changes.
Top secret research, they say.
But I mean, in general, there was just something they did. It just, yeah. Because what I did in my test footage here, I can show maybe my test footage real quick here from like 10 minutes ago. Okay, 11 minutes in, but I can find that here. Let's see this one. Let's see if I bring it here. So I'm messing with the settings here and I'm looking for it.
I need you to sign my class credit form.
I bring up the PS3 UI, which has no trouble going to the correct white levels.
Your graduation thesis is coming along, I presume?
More or less.
Also, ignore my PS3 UI, but that it's perfectly the text on the PS3 UI is perfectly white, and then in game, I was messing with the color range. Like here, right? Like that's how it should look. That's how the PS3 UI should look. And then you get in, and how this looks here is with the color range set to limited. So it's not set correctly. And then I'm even going between it later. Maybe in this clip. Yeah, look at that. It just you can't help but think it's washed out, but then I pull up the PS3 UI. And it's like, nope, that's correct. That is how they wanted it to be. All right, now let me go back to it. Here we go. So yeah. Yeah, no, it could have been because it's like that in the trailers. I think if you don't have like the remaster to compare it to, like if you're only looking at this,
okay, you're good to go.
I mean, now it's too late because we already know how it looks fully bright, but otherwise you might not question it.
It's funny though.
Especially because I didn't question it at first because it looked fine on my
Any idea
TV.
what went wrong, Mr. Eldon? Your brain's man
Like on my TV, it didn't seem like that. But as far as I can tell,
I mean,
I may keep looking at it just because it drives me crazy.
then it was like the spirits ran off or something.
Like they were
Here, let's
gone.
move on from this scene now. I think we got the
Anyway,
point.
thanks, Doc.
I need to pull up my
At least I can
bookmarks
get back to
here.
work. It's my wife's birthday too. Now I don't have to worry about letting her down.
Let's see. Go to the guards here.
Sorry, the lab is closed to the public at this hour.
But I'm here to pick up Professor House. He's from the Talon Medical School.
So what else about the remaster? Let's see. From back in August, I put up some RPG site links I'm going to be discussing. That talk about how the game is on other platforms. Let's see. They wrote it's 1080p and 720 on Switch,
Couldn't I just
but either
dial in
way
really
it
quick
targets
just to make sure?
30 FPS on
Sorry.
Switch 1.
Rules are rules.
Switch 2 is not on here. I don't know if Switch 2 has a upgrade patch. I don't think it does,
Now
right?
what?
I'll have to look
No
again.
way those guys are
PS5, the
letting
game
me
is 4K 60. Xbox, it's 4K or 1440p at 60. Steam is 4K up to 120 FPS. It has 3 FPS locks. It has 30 FPS, 60, and 120.
Something must be wrong.
There
with
is
the
difference?
spirits.
Okay. It was just interesting it wasn't in the article. So then is the game 60 FPS on Switch 2? Interesting. I can't like see that. Well, now I wish I bought it on Switch. But that's all right. I had to save money for now. Haven't read anything about increased performance on Switch 2. I can't find anything immediately. The other thing was how the game does on Steam Deck and everything, and ROG Ally, if that's how you plan to play. Even though Graces had trouble with 16:10 support, it seems Tales of Xillia does not have trouble with 16:10. Let's see. Doesn't really seem to have had problems. Though... The other notable thing about the game, and it's relevant to the ROG Ally, or a handheld with a higher hertz than 60.
Wait, why are you breaking into the lab?
Yeah, quiet, Jude. Here's the thing Mikhail noticed, right? Is if the game runs, if the game does not run at the set frame rate in the settings, it slows down. So that means if it's set to 120, but you have it running at 60 FPS because you have like a 60 hertz screen, the game runs in slow motion. So if you have like the Steam Deck OLED is a 90 hertz screen and you run it at 120, it's gonna go slow.
Can I talk?
So then you just have to, you know, line it up like that. It's interesting. So it's like,
something. I was just
you know, that's the thing that happens with things tied to frame rate, but you can change which frame rate it's tied to.
What are you up to?
But either way, it doesn't struggle to hit 60. That's why it's really only relevant to frame rates above 60.
And you need to go home.
Otherwise, yeah, it doesn't seem to have problems running at 60.
Oh.
The anti-aliasing sure could bother you though, because it kind of bothered me. I swapped it to FXAA and I think that looks better. I think it still could be better. It makes me wish I had a 1440p monitor. But anyway, that's all of note. More details about that and how it runs on Steam Deck and ROG Allies, the RPG Net link in the description.
There's something fishy about that sign-in sheet too. Anyway, I need to find the professor and tell him about the award.
So let's see, I talked about the camera, that was a big thing. Like the distance of it, how it moves is different. Not by no means a deal breaker. It's just a noticeable discrepancy is all. In that the camera can fall behind. It's not as fast. Yeah, I'm just watching how, like, often Jude is kept in the middle of the screen on PS3.
Hey kid, who let you in?
It can fall behind, but it doesn't fall behind nearly as much as it does on the new port.
Myself in. Sorry for
Is the opening song in the Western version? Yeah.
I should be taking you to security, but you seem courteous enough.
As such, I will not be playing it because those get copyright claimed. Fun fact. Thankfully, that's not until the end of my recorded footage.
Do you? Yeah, he's still here.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the song's still intact.
I ought to get in
From what I heard, yeah.
My family doesn't live around here. They're all back in my hometown.
I see. Good to know.
What?
Relax. Come quietly and you won't get hurt.
Why are you doing this?
I could feel, Grace's really kind of spoiled me because Grace's doesn't feel like a...
I said come quietly.
Grace's had like a lot of polish to it. And the cutscenes in Xillia do feel quite a bit rougher.
I guess there's no choice.
Here, let me, Amelia. Oh, I had different syncs for Amelia. Whoops. Here, let me, go back to battle.
I said come quietly, kid.
Oh, yeah. One other thing with the remaster. The remaster starts with the grade shop immediately, just like Grace's does. It also does the same thing where it will tell you which options of the grade shop that are available cannot be turned off. So, I did the thing where I checkmarked all of the ones that could be turned off, but I forgot to turn them off. So you're gonna see in my footage pretty immediately. I don't question it for like a good while. I thought, wow, they really adjusted the difficulty, huh? I didn't think the original game was difficult, I guess. Because I completely forgot I left all the grade shop stuff on in the beginning. So if you do what I did and you turn on the toggleable grade shop stuff, just be sure to turn it all off immediately. Also, we'll hear another issue. The sound the volume of everything is frustratingly mixed up. Everything is at equal levels. However, it is all at half volume. But for some reason, these battle sound effects, the battle voices, are way quieter. What I eventually do is I just turn everything up and then lower it in Windows Mixer. But it does seem to be a game where the volume of some things scale not equally, and it's frustrating. Oh, and Steam Deck OLED, I noticed that if you're playing at 16:10, you go to the menus, it's smaller letterboxes. Yeah, it does the squishing thing. You'll see that in my own footage here, because the remastered footage I'm showing here is ultra wide, is 21:9. Even though the game doesn't go beyond 16:9 for ultra wide, when I pause the game at all, it's still gonna squish it like that. So it's like exaggerating it. Yeah, you can see there. Yeah, whenever I pause the game, it squishes it. So there I am adjusting the volume too. Everything's there, and some reason it's all just, the levels are all mixed up. So I'm gonna turn I'm gonna turn everything back up, and then just turn it down in Windows. But then this still felt too loud too, and I can't remember what the default volume levels were. I turn it down like 2 ticks and just keep it there, and it's fine. But yeah, it is one of those games where something's not right with the audio balancing. Of course, there was a day 1 patch, I think. Oh, I don't have an update queued up, so maybe not. Yeah, there was a patch technically today. I'm not sure if that addressed it because there are no patch notes. Notice Xillia's voice sounds muffled in the remaster. It's like that in both. She sounds kind of muffled in both. We'll look at it later. Here.
Stay focused. Gotta stay focused.
Yeah, see, now it's too loud. Even though it's the exact same parameters of all of the volume sliders are equal, they are all just higher now. Now the sound effects and voices for battle are way higher.
I can still do better.
So I don't know what's up with that. So that's when I turn it down like 2 ticks and just leave it there. And I think that's fine. I think whatever the vanilla is, whatever the vanilla sound options are, just leave it at the default ones, because I don't think it's turned all the way up anyway. Just leave it at that and turn it down in Windows volume mixer. And that's the solution there. That's the thing. The camera, not really a big issue.
Wow.
You can adjust the
This place
speed
goes on forever.
and of it anyway.
Spots to hide a professor.
Otherwise, yeah, these issues are prior to Grace's PC port. All these issues are still minor
Check each and every room.
and still a big improvement over like Symphonia's
Nothing about
port.
this makes any sense. What's going on here?
Let's move on up to this part, and then we'll hear Xillia voice
Enjoying
acting
the
too
view?
to compare.
What is this place? What'd you do to the professor? Who are you?
Your expression, it's priceless. I love the look of fear in your eyes.
What's going on? Why are you doing this?
You're such an idiot. Let me
Right, like
spell it out for you.
the colors, man, they bother me, but that's how it is. I'm gonna keep looking into it after the stream. I swear to God.
You're pathetic.
But again, like looking at like other people's footage of the PS3 version, nobody really has it looking
I did it!
anything as bright as what's on the right. Oh yeah, I got all those levels for beating her because yeah, I still, again, on the right side in the footage, I still have on all the stupid Great Shop stuff.
Bet you weren't planning to.
But this will
die
give a good
today,
time. I guess
boy.
this will be a good time to listen to Xillia a bit.
But I don't
compare
wanna
it.
die. There has to be a way.
Oh, quit trying to act calm.
It's that girl.
So you're the visitor I heard about. This guy's no fun. I'll kill you first.
Run!
No, she hasn't talked before battling.
I'll rip that pretty face of yours to pieces.
I prefer you didn't.
There's a line. Now we're listening to the original audio.
I'll rip that pretty face of yours to pieces.
I prefer you didn't.
Yeah, it's still like that.
That wasn't too bad.
Excellent.
Whoa.
I told you to go home. Don't tell me you live here.
No, of course not. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Whoa.
I told you to go home. Don't tell me you live here.
No, of course not. I'm sorry.
Well,
Is this the work of the Spyrex?
no, she's just uniquely muffled.
Must be somewhere else.
Like, compared to everyone else. In both versions.
Hey, wait.
We'll listen to
I'm
the
kinda
skits.
trapped here. If the professor were with me, they might have let me leave, but
Here, let's try listening to the original skit. This is like my last thing in the recorded footage. Oh, wrong one. Let's listen to the skit.
my hands are still shaking.
And for good reason. You were almost killed.
I'm a civilian. Why would she attack me like that?
I don't think she's part of Rashigol's army.
If she's not a soldier, then what is she doing at a military facility?
An ironic question for you or I to ask, don't you think?
I see your point. Did you kill her?
I'm not sure. I tried to go easy on her, but humans are so fragile. I keep having to tell the Four not to overdo it.
I'm not really following you.
Okay. And then...
My hands are still shaking.
And for good reason. You were almost killed.
I'm a civilian. Why would she attack me like that?
I don't think she's part of Rashigol's army.
If she's not a soldier, then what is she doing at a military facility?
An ironic question for you or I to ask, don't you think?
I see your
They
point.
both sound higher
Did
quality.
you-
That just kind of
did you
is
kill
how
her?
she
I'm not
sounds.
sure. I tried to go easy on her, but humans are so fragile. I keep having to tell the Four not to overdo it.
I'm not really following you.
Yeah, yeah. It was the port good. It's had some drawbacks, but nothing that are deal breakers. Nothing compared to like Symphonia.
What's going on?
This audio issue is the most annoying one.
I've been wondering what this thing is since I set off. My handmaid told me I had to carry it with me.
Well,
But at the same time,
Set off. My handmaid told me I had to carry it with me.
well, no, it isn't.
it comes in handy if you face monsters. It gives
Rewind a bit here. Listen to the audio of the PS3
What's going
here.
on?
our Lilium orbs are shining.
I've been wondering what this thing is since I set off. My handmaid told me I had to carry it with me.
Well, it comes in handy if you face monsters. It gives you the power to fight them. I got one myself when I left home, just in case.
The amount of GP I had on the remaster is what clued me into I did something wrong. Because if
imagine
anyone
that
was
powerless
looking, I had like 30. Yeah, I got like 38 GP. That's how I knew I was. I left all the grade shop stuff on accident. I think it's any of its. Oh yeah, and these hangups are kind of only.
So, that's how it works.
Well, no, I was gonna say they're a Steam-like thing only, or PC version only, but that's probably not true actually.
Inherit abilities. I imagine that powerless humans never leave home without them.
You talk as if you're not human yourself.
Yeah, the only thing bothering me is the audio balancing. But I mean, it has sliders for all of those things. It's just that voices in cutscene and voices in battle are like different volumes, intrinsically. Same with sound effects.
Mila Maxwell.
Have you seen my my video on?
The Lord of Spirits.
Not at all. We are one and
Oh
the
yeah,
same.
and also if I
I'm sorry?
when I play more of this game, I'm gonna really enjoy the remaster.
What?
I think it's a
Come
it's
on,
a
you're
good
totally
port.
Human. You look just like a
As far as I
normal
could tell,
woman.
it's not
I
really
hope
anything
so.
that can't just be
That is the
patched.
form I created
thankfully.
for myself.
The form you created?
It's nothing too severe. And it's also sort of your only option, because I didn't look here. I have my PS3 on in the background. Let me pull this up here. Because I also, the remaster also comes with DLC.
My sword rings true. So this is experience.
Oh yeah, right, you can't go back to the title screen from in-game in the original. I don't think you can get DLC for the PS3 version anymore. if I'm remembering from Grace's right, like all the DLC is still delisted. I'm gonna look in a sec here. But like all of the non-licensed DLC is included right away anyway. I'm pretty sure. I'll look at the Steam page in a sec. And you know, those washed out colors, like that's a big deal breaker with me with the PS3 version. It's bothering me so much. I'll look again because it has a shortcut on the game's home menu, the game's main title screen. No, it's still here. Oh yeah, it's still here. Okay, Xillia DLC still up. Alright, so each outfit is like $3, except the alternate color outfits are free. But all the outfits that are non-licensed are still here. I still think there's more in the remaster. This still doesn't look like all of them. Oh, there's a set of hair. That might be the one I'm thinking of. Alright, so DLC is not as big of an issue. I'll look into it more in time, of course, but... I mean, the big thing's really the color. The original just looks washed out. Yeah, the grid, this nice grid system with the webs reminds me of 10's grid sphere grid. Yeah, a cool way of doing it. So here's when I finally remember I left all the Great Shop stuff on. So those right there are all the Great Shop settings you can immediately turn on that can be toggled off. You just gotta remember to toggle them off. I never ended up using them in Graces at all, so even though that's like a thing you can do. Okay, so at this point in my remaster footage, I paused the game, reloaded my first save, and redid everything up to this point. So I could actually continue on my own playthrough without that without all that stuff. And here I am looking through all the costumes. I'm gonna just activate all of them. Yeah, the ultra-wide thing is annoying too. I don't know if they'll patch that because I don't really ever see any games publish their frame buffer issues with ultra-wide games. I hardly ever see that done. Also, I'm an idiot and forget to make it wrap around, so I just wasted the 4 orbs on that, and then I remember it and then do it correctly on Milla's. Sorry, I've been saying Millia this whole time. It's Milla. Yeah, if anything, for like level grinding, possibly, but yeah, it would certainly speed it up. I was gonna say though, what was it about Baten Kaitos? Yeah, and that was with Baten Kaitos. That was just like like the original audio files in Baten Kaitos did not have the echo. Like the raw audio recordings in the game's files don't have the echo. It's interesting. So yeah, at this point, I'm just going through all the DLC stuff that it starts with. But yeah, I was skipping around here more because there was just more I didn't want to, I mean, if you get into the story, there seems to be some pretty immediately important things in this opening. I like these I like that the hairstyles are separate from the costumes. So I also invalidate comparing them because I put the short hair on Milla. Aside from the long strand there. The really long ahoge there. So I guess from this point on, for like, until 8 o'clock, I can just play through more of the remaster. Again, because it is a case of, like, with Dragon Quest, there was an unfathomable amount of changes to, like, even cover in a day one stream. In this, it's quite a bit harder to tell.
Here we go.
More things may just come down to just the port job, because again, it was, to my understanding, from Symphonia Lauren talking about it, the game is a full-blown port into Unity. It is not a translation layer like most ports are. It is a full-blown port. One of the worst series entries. It has its, to my understanding, it has redeeming factors. For me, it doesn't seem like anything that'll deter me. I think it could depend on who you ask. There are people that have pretty good, strong opinions about its gameplay and combat. Yeah, that's the thing about, like... Oh, right, and then yeah, Xillia 2 is on the way too. Maybe people may just want to hold off until Xillia 2 is also out. But again, this is a complete port to Unity, which is not something seen and took them way more effort to do, which should be appreciated, but that may be why there is no... It's not, like, bundled with Xillia 2. And I was saying, my only thought process there as to why they did that was because of it being a PS3 exclusive game and, like, built for the PS3. And the PS3 is just, you know, some wacky hardware. Things like those reflections in the city, right? Those don't... the way we do reflections now in most games is not the same as that. So, it was notoriously difficult to develop for, right? And it's not like it was the first Tales game on PS3, but I think it would be the first one that was, like, exclusive and from the start developed with it in mind. And I think that's where that comes into play. So, let me clear these things out here. We will play a little more of the remaster here for a bit. Just let me clean up my OBS here. Let's see. Okay. That's the thing about Tales, is I also see it the opposite, where not Symphonia. I don't really see arguments about Symphonia's quality, but Berseria in particular, definitely, I see people say it's one of the weaker entries. It kind of goes back and forth. Uh, 35. Okay, it's the same. PS3 didn't have autosaves? I don't think it did, no, because it uses the PS3 save interface. Which I'm always glad to see them get rid of. I was a fan of Vesperia, and I still kind of am, though I do understand mastering the combat in it is kind of hammy, I guess, like almost jank. With the cancels you have to do with it. There is a quick save. There's a quick load here. In the PS3 version here. If it ever loads. Oh, I know why. Okay. Sorry if it's loud when it comes in. You can't hear it, can you? There. Anyway, so here's what I was looking at on the PS3. Load game. Right, and then quick load. This quick load save 11:25 p.m. That's a different save than any of these saves. Then again, I don't know when that save is from because it is earlier than any of these ones. So I don't know what's up with the quick load. Anyway, that's all I wanted to show. Small hitch happening when the game autosaves after you close a menu. Huh, I wasn't noticing the hitching. I'll keep an eye on it though.
So you're that Maxwell, Lord of Spirits, ruler of elements.
You don't believe me?
My opinion of Arise
It's a bit much to
plummeted
swallow.
in its third
And
act.
how do you humans prove your identities to each other?
Well, by showing identification, I guess. I have a medical school ID card.
Oh, then I doubt that I'll be able to prove my identity to your satisfaction. I wouldn't even know where to apply for a spirit ID card.
Is it really okay for me to be following this person?
Nay, it's not. I'll turn it down one more tick. Oops. Okay, there's a brightness adjustment. There's actually a brightness adjustment setting in the remaster, but there is not in the original. That's where I thought, like, I swear there was a brightness setting, but no, it was only in the remaster. There we go, see how that volume is.
I'm sorry to have put you in this situation.
Yeah, I'm glad to see everything get PC versions now.
It's okay.
Yeah, this
Besides,
really
I
makes me
still owe
wish
you
I
for
had
saving
like a
me.
1440p
I'll
monitor.
show you to the Sea Haven.
And these reflections in the water,
The
really
Sea
sick
Haven
look.
is on
This
the
place is
opposite
really
side of
pretty.
the city from here. We need to go towards the Central Plaza first. We can only get to the Sea Haven via the path that leads to Talem Medical School.
So the original game didn't have markers on the map. Yeah, there it is. It has a little star now. It doesn't show that when you hold down R1 unless you're like on the same screen.
After crossing the
But you can
Central
see it on the
Plaza,
minimap.
turn right at the first corner.
Oh yeah, seeing the city at a nice frame rate. If the resolution bothers me enough, I may just like play this on my TV and upscale it to 4K rather than play it on my monitor. What was I looking up? Graphic settings. The FXAA is the better looking option, but man,
I'd never have to be drenched like this.
oh shit, I wasn't paying attention. Oh, never mind, I was. I just read the map wrong, that's all. Being an ultra-wide has broken this color filter.
You two, stop right there.
You see how the color filter doesn't go all the way to the side?
Doctor? Dr. Jude? From a medical school?
I'm gonna set my monitor to 16 by 9. Oh, Jesus Christ. Unless you need it, don't get an ultra-wide monitor. Unless you really value, like, wasting your time fixing things, don't get an ultra-wide monitor. There.
Mr. Eldon?
Now it's fixed.
Is that you? What's going on here?
I can't believe you are the one we're looking for. Jude Mathis, I have a warrant for your arrest. There's one for her, too. I'm authorized to use force if necessary, but I don't want to hurt you.
But wait, just hold on a minute. We may have done a little breaking and entering, but that hardly makes us public enemy number 1.
So much for that. It looks like they're not listening.
Mr. Eldon!
I'm sorry, but I'm afraid I have my orders.
Jude, I can't let them capture me. I have to resist.
Then we'll do it the hard way. Go on, get her.
Yeah, I guess if you had the console version, the only thing you're really adjusting would be the camera speed
This is goodbye, Jude. Forgive me for all of this.
and distance.
Think your next move over carefully, Doc. The more trouble you give us, the harder your sentence.
It's just that I just wanted to...
Well, aren't these military types brave? Protecting the world from pipsqueaks like you.
Who are you?
Save the chit-chat for later. Your lovely lady friend's about to set sail, you know.
Wait, but I...
Listen close, kid. The military issued your warrant, and with the Military Powers Act invoked, you're an ex-marked criminal. If they catch you, you'll face... execution.
What? Execution?
You turn up a bit more after
Come
this.
on. I hope you're sturdier than you look.
What's going on here?
The military's doing drills or something on shore. We were just getting out of their way. Come on, do you really think a pipsqueak, a pretty girl, and a dashing man like me would be up to no good? It's Alvin.
Huh?
That's my name. You said that you're Jude, right?
Yes, sir. And this is Mila.
Hang in there, kid.
Yes, please. Is it really motion
That
blur?
captain needs to lay off a bit. Is he planning to grill us the entire voyage?
You're gonna make me pull up this scene on
What do you
PS3 just to
expect?
see?
We don't have any sort of identification.
Speak for yourselves.
I am kind of tempted because there isn't really
believe we're
enough
heading
of
to
an action
Ajul.
scene like that. Until now.
Look, we're leaving Fenmont's spirit climb. You said you're a med student. Didn't expect that.
Hey, can I ask you something? Why did you save us? What's in it for you?
Well, cash, of course.
How does saving us make you money?
Simple. I figure you must be in serious trouble if the military's after you. Now that I've swung to your rescue and impressed you with my daring do, I can charge you for my services.
Charge us what? I'm nearly broke.
Same goes for me, I'm afraid.
Seriously? I take more than just cash, you know. Don't you have any precious metals? Jewels? Rich relatives about to croak?
Nothing on me. Everything happened so fast.
I doubt I have anything that would sell for a high price either.
What exactly do you do, Alvin? You look like a soldier, but you sure don't act like one.
You're on the right track, kid. I'm a mercenary. It's better than being a soldier. We don't have to follow orders. We set our own hours, and we help people. For a price.
Well, it would seem like you helped us for free.
Well, it's a risk of the trade. Maybe I'll find some paying customers in Ajul.
Sorry about that.
Charity work. Wonderful. Are we there yet?
This will be a good cutscenes to look back at later. Yeah, the SSD in my PS3 right now is 256 gigabytes. I used to have Windows on
It's
it.
hard to believe we're
Don't
in a
do
whole
that. Don't put
different
Windows on
country.
one that small.
Although it feels just like home.
Well, this part of Ajul is hardly what I'd call exotic.
Huh. Hey, there's a map. Let me check it out for a bit.
Brave kid. The way he plays it cool.
Decided to make the best of it, has he? He's not as immature as he looks.
Would it kill you to show a little concern? I mean, you dragged him into this, right?
He insisted on helping me. I told him again and again to go home, but he wouldn't listen. He's here of his own accord.
I see. He believes he got himself into this mess, so now he has to put on a brave face. Either way, he's still acting like an adult.
North of here.
So? You leaving now?
No. Alvin, you must be well versed with a sword. Mercenaries like you must have some battle chops.
Well, yeah, of course.
Could you teach me how to use one? I don't have the four to back me up anymore. If I can't wield a sword, what's left?
The four? Not sure I follow. But I'd be more than happy to teach you. If only you had some cash.
So you won't help?
Here, how about we make some moolah while I train you?
What do you mean?
Well, there's got to be some paying customers here in the Sea Haven, right? Let's take a look around.
No, there's no real motion blur. No motion blur. And then, I mean, I'll have to see where else, because I didn't really see the game dropping frames. It looked like a pretty consistent 30. I'm curious if Switch 1 maintains 30.
This was surging with mana when they activated their so-called Lance of Kresnik. So this must be the key they used to arm it. Do you want something?
Whoa, hold your fire. I come in peace. Can't a mercenary have a friendly chat with his clients?
That much is fine. But when you want to chat, you needn't hold your breath and sneak up behind me.
Sheesh. You make me sound so unsavory. Do you berate poor Jude like this too?
I don't intend to berate anyone. That was never my intention.
Do try to be gentle with him. Boys can be so vulnerable.
That's a surprisingly tender sentiment.
That's what it says on my business card. The mercenary with a heart of gold.
Those are good words to live by. Although, with a motto like that, I can't imagine you'd live very long.
Not the type to sugarcoat things, are you?
Remember to turn it up. Here we go. Sound. Volume mixer. Oops. I clicked on Discord on accident. Alright, let's see how that volume is. Yeah, no, the original also didn't have these markers over everyone. Let me save. Yeah, Xillia 2 is on the way, so yeah, people may want to wait on a sale. You know, the camera falling behind like that, yeah, that didn't happen in the original. You couldn't get that far away from the middle of the screen in the original. Though maybe that's also tied to being zoomed in. So if I set it to normal... okay. Damn. I'll leave it on normal. The reason I had it on close is because the original game's camera is a lot closer than this. So I wanted it like the original game.
Let's see.
What are you up to?
Just trying to organize all of my notes for my thesis.
Those in the books at a time like this? You sure are studious.
Yeah, probably a waste of time. I'm sure I've already been expelled being an X-marked criminal and all.
Ah, cheer up, kid. If I get a chance, I'll testify to the military and the school on your behalf. Shouldn't be hard to make the case that you're just a poor kid who got sucked into this.
Thanks. But aren't you a wanted criminal too?
Ah, that. I guess I did flee along with you.
So if we get captured, I'll testify for you. I'll tell them that you're nowhere near as shady as you look.
I'll take it as a compliment.
Good. Turn it up a little more. Okay. Move it along so we can get some background music again.
Hey there. You've got a request, right? How about letting us handle it?
Oh, you're mercenaries. Oh, perfect timing.
What kind of request?
Well, someone's got a problem with monsters, and we get paid to solve their problem.
Oh. So by taking on these jobs, you get the reward and I get the practice.
Right. Everybody wins. Well, except the monsters. Okay, hit us with the details.
Some monsters we've never seen before are lurking near a lake west of the Sea Haven. A lot of people depend on that lake for water, so those monsters have become a real nuisance. I'm looking for someone to exterminate the beasts.
What's the reward?
Cash, of course.
You heard the woman. Thoughts?
Sounds fine to me. Fighting monsters will be good training.
Excellent. Now
I
these
think it was
beasts are
2011?
No
I'll
pushovers,
double check.
So please watch yourselves.
But it's 2011 in Japanese. I think it was 2013 when it was
About
localized.
your sword training. The monsters aren't just going to stand there like training dummies, you know? We should go over some
Yes.
basics first.
I appreciate it.
We got it here in the States in August 2013. It was out in Japan in 2011.
Ready your sword. Well, that'll do.
You have my gratitude.
Shall we go?
Wait, Jude. Take a moment to consider your situation. You don't have to stay with me anymore, you know.
Right.
Now that we've crossed the border, it'll be a while before any pursuers from Rashugal get here.
What are you suggesting?
Just that he still has some time to think things over.
Sorry, I'll make up my mind by the time you set off.
Okay, very well. Let's go and complete that request.
Right, a year before the PS4. You know how
You thought
late
you were
Persona
doing the
4
right
was
thing.
localized?
Now you're on the run.
This shit's
It's a
crazy.
pretty tough lesson for a kid your age.
Yeah, but I brought it upon myself.
Yeah, all the DLC is there. And I already popped it, so... All the hairstyles. That's what Milla has right now. She has the swimsuit hairstyle. I'm gonna really annoy myself every time I have to like compare a cutscene later down the road, and every time I'm gonna have to switch her hairstyle back to the normal one. But all these ones are here. All of these ones are immediately included out the box. Do some shopping. Okay. Why do I have so much money? Do you just get a lot of money? Or is that because these aren't on? Might be DLC. Oh, man. Fuck. Man, whatever. Oh, right. I already, like, practically restarted the game once. I really wish there was background music. Oh, I see. Okay. Did I miss something about those boots? Oh, because they're accessories. The accessories aren't, don't get hit by auto-equip. You know what game this... This is like the first Tales game that has like this free camera like this. And it's not reminding me of a Tales game, but it's reminding me of, I shouldn't have saved that. It's reminding me of Mega Man X Command Mission. And man, is that a game I miss. I enjoyed it. Camera's making you dizzy. Yeah, I feel like it moves fast. It sways more. More inertia.
My Lilium orb is shining.
Mine too.
Wait, you two have orbs too? Great! We should try linked combat.
What's that?
Lilium orbs are handy things. They let you sense your companion's intent. That's a
You
huge
claim the money with the
advantage in battle.
costumes. That makes
You can
sense. That makes
coordinate your
sense.
thoughts to pull off combination attacks. We call this linking.
Sounds great, but how do we do it?
Try it and see for yourself. Focus your consciousness into the Lilium orb.
Why did that stretch to ultra wide? Oh man.
All right, try linking up.
So this is linking.
Okay, it's time to flank them.
Cool.
I can sense Jude's next movement.
Oh
Watch your
shit.
back.
I'll help. It's time to finish them off.
I see the
think you're ready
vision.
to learn some linked arts.
Oh Jesus, that sound effect.
Let's finish them off.
Okay. Now's our chance.
The fucking sound effects, man. Is anyone else having that? Oops. And wow, that's really cool. Damn, that's cool. That's,
Victory born from cooperation.
I like that
friendship.
system.
Not bad, right?
Yes, I quite like it.
I feel much better knowing I'm not fighting alone.
Right there with you, buddy.
Problem in the multiplayer. I'll have to parsec it and try it with friends later. Yeah, I'll probably ask Phil about it. I'm going to just... Is there a restore defaults? They all do start at 2. Okay, so I think something is just wrong with the audio balancing. If that's the default audio balance... Oh, here's, by the way, here's the music, battle music playlist. If anyone wants any of these. Abyss, Symphonia, Destiny 2, Eternia, Destiny, and Fantasia. You got all those in here. I will get used to this game's battle theme before I start fucking with that. Turn it down a little. Damn it, I keep clicking on Discord. Oh, right, because my monitor's not ultra-wide anymore. So I keep putting my cursor in what would be the ultra-wide black space, and it's not actually there. Anyway, I see the vision. I see the vision. I really enjoy Grace's combat. That shit was fantastic. Oh, it just starts on too. Okay.
The guard's down. You owe me.
I do accidentally keep jumping too. I don't remember accidentally jumping so often.
Here we go. Man, are we good or what?
Yeah.
Ouch, the cold shoulder.
Turn that down a little more. It's got some minor like PC quirk things I think could use patching, but overall it's stuff that could, I think, be easily patched. Nothing too severe. Frustrating. If you have an ultra-wide monitor though, get ready to be upset. There's so many like, I think those, it's constant minor issues that I think add up. Oh.
No break? No break?
likes of you will not stop me.
That wasn't too bad.
Excellent.
Yeah, well, I was talking about, and
No, I think there used to be a town around here. Want to take a peek?
But we haven't completed our job yet.
Come on, school's out. Your homework doesn't have a due date anymore. When you accept a request, you can take it at your own pace.
Is that the way it works?
That's the way it works. The whole reason you took the request was to pay my fee, right? If you see another opportunity to make a few bucks, feel free to make that the priority.
I had been planning to get you paid in Nia Khera.
That's so? Well, you're the client. At the end of the day, it's your call.
What was my point? Oh yeah, I keep bringing it up, and I'm not entirely sure how relevant it will be, just like how the player experiences it. The game is a full, complete Unity port. It's not a translation layer as it usually is. And all that really indicates is there was a lot of effort in this job. Which is why I would also be hopeful that like the minor problems will get patched. Of course, by the time, if anyone's gonna wait until Xillia 2 remaster also comes out, it's probably gonna be addressed by that point. So at least we got that going. Everything on these maps. Head on over. Yeah, even the camera sway, like as long as you aren't playing on near camera, which I guess unless you're like me directly going between the two, it's not a big deal. The audio balancing is the biggest issue. Oh.
The likes of you will not stop me.
I like that Jude is also uses fists and isn't a sword user for a main character. I turned down even a little bit more. Yeah, the problem with audio is that battle sound effects and battle voices are like controlled, even though there's sliders for everything. Those things are on a different volume. Down this way. Oh man.
You owe me.
Alvin? Oh right, they protect other characters.
Nice one. You owe me.
Not yet.
The likes of you will
Oh,
not
man.
stop me.
Just keeps getting better.
Overall, yeah, done a pretty good job with upscaling as well. The objective markers are nice, and of course I really am surprised about the color issue. Well, here, let's fight a scorpion. Maybe two, I guess. I'm really surprised about the color issue on PS3. Like, I'm gonna keep looking into that more because I don't know what to make heads of that.
You owe me.
But again, that's literally how, if you look up footage of the game. If you look up footage of the game from trailers from like 13, 14 years ago, it looks exactly the same as what my PS3 footage was.
Ouch. Ouch, the cold shoulder.
So that's the thing about PS3 emulation. Is like even if you emulate on PS3, if you want the colors to just look correct, you're gonna have to do something. As someone pointed it out, and it was the correct assessment, is that the white levels do not go all the way up. The white levels are clamped, is what you would call it. And it's just really weird that it's ingrained in the game itself, and it's not like an HDMI color setting. That's what I should have used to check. I should have pulled the game up on RPCS3. I'll do that after the stream.
Sorry about that.
Well, I have a busy night. Over on Go to Bedcast, tonight we're doing a Halloween Gary's mod. If anyone has Gary's mod installed and wants to hop in, I rent a server for Halloween, and we do Death Run and Prop Hunt and probably Ultimate Chimera Hunt.
They certainly don't look
And we have a whole bunch of character player model mods.
Let's get the job done.
And we just do that for like 2 hours or so. We're doing that tonight in like 2 hours from now. I was talking over it, so yeah, let's watch this. It's already filled.
Not yet.
After an art attack. Okay, you can't hold it. That's why. Okay. You can't hold it like in Graces. Okay, cool. This is crazy. I thought, like, people talk so highly of Grace's combat, and it was absolutely worth it. Like, Grace's combat is phenomenal and the best I've experienced in the series.
Was this really the only
But there's still something here. There's a vision here still.
You okay?
I can't complain. No better training than an actual battle.
You got that right. Let's head back to Alati Sea Haven and make a report.
Yeah, Switch version's gonna be frustrating because it is still... The original PS3 game wasn't just... It was 60 FPS in battle, and the Switch version I don't think is. According to what they've said, it's still 30 FPS in battle, which is very frustrating that it doesn't keep the... It's a lower frame rate technically than the original.
You seem to know your way around a fight.
Yeah, I studied self-defense when I was a kid.
They say that even the best trained soldiers may panic in the face of actual combat. Yet you seem completely together.
Well, I had a friend I trained with who used to shout "sparring time" and attack me out of the blue. So it's probably thanks to her.
I see.
I'd always wind up on the ground covered in bruises.
I'm sorry to dredge up such painful memories.
What? No, it's not like that.
Don't all bullied children say that?
Bullied? That's not what... Wait. Was it?
Boots. I played Graces on normal difficulty until I got a hold of the combat, which was pretty late into the game. I think I turned it up after that point. After I figured out the system and was using, oh god, what was his name? I don't want to get it wrong.
Stay on guard. You owe me.
There was a, regardless, there was a point in... I see.
Sorry about that.
There was a point in Graces where I got a hold of the combat, and it became easy, so I started turning the difficulty up. Which isn't something I normally do, but because I was just getting so into it. And I think, like, the thing was that boss fights were ending really fast at a certain point. So I just kept the difficulty up. I mean, Matt Mercer's already been in the series as well at this point, wasn't he? Was he? Shit, actually, I don't know. Not off the top of my head. Because I'm first thinking of, I'm blanking on all the names tonight. Who is it that every time, the actor can't do their role, they get replaced by Matt Mercer? Troy Baker. Troy Baker's been in. No, yeah, Matt Mercer was. Yeah, Matt Mercer was. So it's not unheard of.
Man, are we good?
Hubert, yeah, Hubert.
Yeah.
Yeah, after I was playing the game with Hubert, and it was so satisfying too. That was the thing. Is playing Hubert made the game feel really good, so I kept playing as him. But then it was also too easy. You know what I had to do? We would kill enemies too fast. So I couldn't do the cool stuff because enemies kept dying too fast after you get a hold of the combat.
The name's Alvin. Don't you forget it.
Excellent.
The dopamine of doing the dodges correctly and getting and building up the resource and then spending that to combo. And his stun, his AoE, goddamn, he was great. Yeah, I played like Hubert the whole game basically. Oops.
And finished.
At the 300 mark, you do that on the what is it? The Rocket Gong. I wish you could run faster. Actually, yeah, that is a thing. Why can't you run faster? Now that I think about it. That was the thing in Grace's. And it wasn't in the Great Shop either. Oh, you can. Oh, god damn it. Is that new? It's just like in Grace's. I'm holding down R2 to run faster. Love my rotated saves. Here, let me click the left stick. Oh, cool. Thank you for letting me know that. Is that new to the remaster? Or was that how it was originally? Oh, that's embarrassing. No, I wasn't thinking of Matt Mercer. I was thinking of fucking Cam Clark. Well, I'm never recovering from that one. I'm terrible with voice actors.
Those monsters won't be tinkling in your water supply anymore.
Wonderful. Thank you for your help.
And that's how it's done. More where that came from, too. Lots of people with problems out there, and gall to make them go away.
You're a real pro at this, Alvin. Hey! No fever. How are you feeling?
I don't seem to have any strength.
Have you been eating properly?
I've never eaten.
Ever?
Through Sylph, I drew life from the air. With Undine's power, I received sustenance from the water.
What's she talking about?
I guess the spirits gave her all the energy she needed. Well, now you're gonna have to nourish yourself the old-fashioned way.
I see. So this is what you call hunger. Fascinating.
So, should we rest at the inn? Now that you mention it, I could use some grub myself.
Rest at the inn. I found the inn. Oh, right, okay. Now it... Man, this audio, they really gotta fix this. Or I just gotta find, like, a good balance. Let me just try the master volume slider. Let me just turn only that down. And then turn it back up here.
Welcome. 3 rooms, please. But before that, can we get something to eat?
Oh, my apologies, but our cook isn't in yet. Hey, is she okay?
Matt Mercer famously did not do the extra lines for Troy Baker in Vesperia.
Can we at least use your kitchen?
All that voice acting from the
Yes,
different
please.
actors stood
Help
out
yourself.
in Vesperia
Your
because of
friend
it.
looks like she's about to pass out.
My stomach, it really is growling. And here I thought that was just a silly human expression.
Yeah, I had done like a review of Vesperia
Hey, not bad.
way
Not bad.
before I did port
It's
reviews.
good. I quite enjoy ingesting calories with you. Humans should learn to cherish these simple pleasures.
Agnes Tachyon dialogue. Yeah, I'm pretty sure what the story was. Matt Mercer deliberately turned down
This might be
the
your
role
first time
because Matt
sleeping,
Mercer
too.
was tired of replacing Troy
Apparently she never
Baker
ate before today either.
because everyone
What
always
role
goes
is she?
to him to replace Troy Baker.
She claims she's Maxwell.
That Maxwell?
Yeah, she's apparently a spirit in physical form.
Well, not just any spirit. The Lord of Spirits. Wielder of the 4 elements, the eldest spirit. Maxwell has many names. And now we add Mila to that list? She's supposed to be the spirit Maxwell? You gotta be kidding me.
Is Maxwell really that mighty?
I'm gonna turn it up again.
Of course. That's why this is so hard to swallow. I grew up hearing bedtime stories about Maxwell.
What in the world would a spirit like that be trying to destroy?
Trying to destroy? What are you referring to?
She called it a Spyrix, I think. The device from the laboratory. Maybe I should just ask Mila about it.
I don't know. You have a nasty habit of poking your nose where it doesn't belong. Your accursed curiosity made me a wanted man too, you know. Well, think hard before asking, okay?
Yeah, you're right. Good morning.
I think it could be that it was
Good day,
just
Jude.
like
I was just about to share my plans
degrading.
with Alvin.
And people could see it. People were not casting Troy Baker because of union shit. Though I mean, I think for Persona the situation was more he wasn't available. But for like projects like Tales, it was because Bandai Namco didn't want to work with Union. And I don't think Matt Mercer was comfortable with any of these houses going, we can replace this actor because someone very close to him will do it anyway, so we don't have to, we can bypass the union because we have such a very close actor.
What is it?
I'm thinking of returning to Nia Kara.
Is that your hometown?
More accurately, it's where my shrine is. If I go back, I might be able to resummon the Four.
So, she really is Maxwell.
This is where you come in, Jude. Will you accompany me to Nia Kara?
What?
It's true that you brought your current situation upon yourself, but I bear some of the blame as well. I'll put in a good word for you with the people of Nia Kara. I'm sure they'll look after you.
Wow, you've put a lot of thought into this.
Yes. Remember when you told me I seemed unconcerned? I decided to take that to heart.
Mila, you don't need to practice your swordplay anymore?
No need to concern yourself with my martial abilities.
Well, if nothing else, you know how to swing the pointy end.
Okay, I'll come with you.
Good. You needn't worry.
A little more practice wouldn't hurt, though.
You think so?
Better safe than sorry. Come find me once you're ready to go.
Wait, you're coming with us, Alvin?
Why not?
Judas Flynn.
I've
Yep.
come this far.
Yeah.
Hey, Mila?
Hmm?
Thanks.
Was it also availability as well for Tails? Because I know Matt does do Union, but he's very clearly done work that doesn't always go through Union. But I mean, I could believe availability because that was to my understanding, the given reason for why he didn't come back in Persona, because he later came back to it anyway. Speaking of, I was gonna ask if anyone, for people that have watched the Grace's video I did, as I was like comparing Laura Bailey with the new actor, sometimes when I was listening to the back and forth, sometimes it sounded obvious it was a different girl. Did everyone else think it was convincing? Because it was times where like, oh yeah, that sounds exactly like Laura Bailey. And then other times it was like, you can kind of hear a difference. Overall, I thought that was a very good job. That's a very common situation with Laura Bailey as well, is that actor can do a pretty spot-on
Ready to
voice
hit
for
the
her.
road?
Mila, you said it's north of here?
How far?
Less than half a day's flight time, if we could fly using Sylph's power.
Alexis Tipton was it.
Well, I'm afraid my wings are, non-existent. I hope we can find a place to rest along the way.
The map showed a village in that direction, so we should be okay.
Either way, we can't just stay here. We must press forward.
I know.
I'll have to try it on our PSS 3 later, because I'm really curious about the color grading. Oops. Yes. I don't like that I'm selecting a save that's at the bottom, and it moves it up to the... Well, I mean, I get why, because it's just in the middle. But that's always going to happen when I'm going down. I guess if you... Yeah, it doesn't matter if you, like, save. It's only the thing if you rotate them. I'm gonna give Berseria a try at some point. Like, what I was talking about is what I've read about Berseria. I won't have a fair assessment on it until I play it myself, and that'll be down the line. Right now, my backlog is way too long.
Is Milo really that Maxwell? She does act a bit nutty, but she looks normal enough.
I think it's true. When I first met her, Mila had the 4 great spirits with her.
What? Get out of here.
No, seriously. Fire spirit Efreet, water spirit Undine, wind spirit Sylph, and earth spirit Gnome. It was the first time I'd ever seen them in person, but there was no mistaking who they were.
That's a mighty exclusive club. Can't imagine they hang out with a lot of mortal girls.
Yeah.
I imagine we're... Yeah. Oh, it's still there, even though I don't have the map found. Okay. Yeah, happy Halloween, everyone. I am having some... There was some hitching there, but it wasn't,
Oops. Gotta straighten my scarf.
It wasn't tied to the autosave, I don't think.
Don't you? It's one of Fismage's finest. Custom made for yours truly.
I don't know much about brands, but it does look good on you.
You gotta be careful about what you wear, kid. It's how the world judges a man.
I'd rather think what's inside is what counts.
Yeah, and this is how what's inside gets projected to the outside.
You don't believe some people shape what's outside in order to conceal the ugliness within?
Well, if you can't see through a false front, isn't that your problem?
So you blame the victims for being deceived?
If that's really what you believe, Alvin, it tells me all I need to know about what's within.
Man, I sure slipped up this time, huh?
Damn. I'm gonna really enjoy this game, I think. So far, everything about it's super promising. I'll keep my expectations in check with the story. But otherwise, yeah, I'm looking forward to playing this game. First, I definitely got to get through Dragon Quest. But thankfully, I'm already like 68% of the way through Dragon Quest 1. I'm a good ways in. And carrying the princess everywhere is very funny. I'm gonna keep that going as long as I can.
No brakes? You owe me.
Yeah, I'm gonna also ask Phil if he's played Xillia and get his opinion on the multiplayer, see if he wants to do it over Parsec. But yeah, if anyone else wants to, anyone who probably did it with Graces or tried it,
Are we good or what?
you can use Parsec or Steam's built-in like remote play to try it. Okay, so battles are still loud. I think one more slider setting, just like this, maybe? Maybe that's good enough to where cutscene audio is fine and it's balanced with the game audio? I was a big fan of Vesperia's story.
That was quite a sigh.
So seriously.
Now that I think about it, yeah, it was kind of the story of Symphonia and Vesperia I've really enjoyed.
Never heard of the Military Powers Act being used against anyone other than Azul spies.
You're thinking too much into this.
Why are you so concerned about this? Unless you're spying for Rashigal.
No. I was just thinking that if you were spying for Azul, maybe you could use your connections to score me some high-paying intelligence work.
Sorry to disappoint you, but I assure you I will pay your fee. You just have to wait a little bit longer.
Fair enough. But even with your special friend discount, the interest is piling up.
I was still fine with the story in Graces. I don't think the story in Graces was as bad as people had said. It was still lower tier. For sure it was lower tier than the other games I had played. Being Symphonia, Vesperia, and
Wow,
Arise.
That's an impressive amount of fruit.
I'm catching
Maybe not
you for
Arise. I think
cider.
I enjoyed it more than Arise
They
story.
must have orchards here.
But that's just because
Well. We don't get many visitors here.
Arise's third act
Do
is a
you
tier
live here,
lower.
ma'am?
I would hope so. I'm the mayor.
Is this the right road to Nia Kara?
Nia Kara. Now that's a name I haven't heard in ages.
What do you mean?
It's what people called a long-forgotten village. I don't even know if it still exists. I heard tales of the village as a child. People claimed it lies beyond the Kijara Sea Falls.
Where can we find it?
You'll need to cross some seriously rugged terrain to get there. It won't be an easy journey.
In that case, we should probably rest here before heading on.
Agreed.
Oh, you're right.
I'm
Yeah,
afraid
this
our little village doesn't
version I'm
have
pretty
an
sure is dual
inn.
language.
Not much
Dual audio.
call for one. But I've an extra room in my house.
PS3 is not
Welcome
dual
to use
audio.
it if you like.
Thank you for your hospitality, ma'am.
I mean, the Japanese voices aren't even like a DLC or anything. You just straight not there. If you wanted that, I think you'd have to get a ROM hack. Yeah, let me call it here because I do have a night ahead of me. I think I'm gonna be live tomorrow with the new Atelier game. I'm gonna finally restream that. I'm finally gonna stream the new Atelier. We'll just play it for like an hour or two. But thanks everyone for sticking around here and taking a look at Tales of Xillia. There will be a video. There will be maybe a video. I should say maybe a video, just so I can. I would like to do a video. That's it. I would like to do a video on Xillia, but we'll see how things go down the line. It's. Oh, you can see where my cursor is in the background. The only thing with Xillia is there's only one other version of it. There's only the other PS3 version, and as far as I know, it doesn't have as much going on for it outside of the outside of a middle finger. So I mean, at the same time, it probably wouldn't be too long of a video anyway. But we'll see. I got to get back on Tactics. Tactics video, I'm still working on the rough draft for. I have all my footage recorded. I just need to edit it all together for a rough draft and everything. And then from there, casually play Dragon Quest. But tonight, in like less than 2 hours on twitch.tv/gotobedcast, I'm going to be doing the Gmod thing I was talking about. We're just doing Prop Hunt and Death Run for like 2 hours with some mods for character model mods. That's the plan there. But yeah, that's what I'll be doing tonight. So happy Halloween, everyone. Hope everyone has a good rest of the night and a happy Halloween. And yeah, until next time, thank you all for the continued support. I really appreciate it. All right, bye for now.